expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title, and tonight he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal. Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Pereira steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. All right, here's the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
Well, his bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie Georges St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight, and ultimately he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for Kamaru Usman getting back on the proving ground here tonight. The Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. We are set for our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, here we go with round 1 action. We'll see how Alex Pereira chooses to proceed. He is going to have the strike advantage against most of the men in this division, and that is likely how he's going to choose to attack tonight. Leg kicks are truly the stuff of legend, and he doesn't throw it full force, just touching that lead leg, and oftentimes all it takes is one to change the complexion of the entire fight. All right, so there it is, first takedown attempt by the wrestler, and the kickboxer is able to stay upright, so I know it's early, but potentially a significant moment right there.
A huge moment for him, just to gain the knowledge that if I need to, I can defend effectively, even though he believed that he was going to take me down over and over again. This is massive. Now he gets to fight where he's comfortable.
A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again.
Kamaru Usman shows in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title.
Pereira's in half guard. Making all these shots count. Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Kamaru Usman. Side control now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Straight right hand now, just misses. Usman gets hit with a kick. Oh, what a land right there, the seminal blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut. Look at that finish there. High front shot. He picked the back ankle by reaching all the way across.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I would bet you $1,000 he sets it up again.
You're not taking my money, J.A. That uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging. They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides. Nice leg kick.
Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body.
Great block there.
The kick is there to the body. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns. Oh, in the mouth.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd maybe jump, but they're absolutely right.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, late in the round here, and there is that patented upright stance out of Alex Pereira. He has gotten a lot done out of that stance tonight.
I mean, it's the striking, and it always will be the striking. He's very tall in his stance, but he's in a more traditional kickboxing type of stance. This isn't a guy that is fighting in a hybrid stance for MMA. He's fighting like he did in kickboxing. He's found a lot of success with it, and he generates a ton of power, even though he doesn't seem to have the ability to sit down on his strikes.
That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. 15 seconds. Snapping off that jab. Takedown defense holds up. Round two next. All right, there's the horn. How about that round? He got him badly there early on. You thought that maybe that was going to be the beginning of the end. At the very least here, got to think he's going to try to get him out of here in this next round.
J.A., he's on skates.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on skates. His ability to withstand that avalanche is commendable, but he has to change something as he approaches the next round.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, round 2. Blocks the shot there and counters with a well-placed uppercut. Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body, and he continues to punish his opponent's midsection. Had a lot of success with it in the previous round and picking up exactly where he left off. Oh, just a nasty leg kick. That's hard to watch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Big right hand.
Big shot lands to both guys.
Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and gotta think that's something that's gonna give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again?
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Pereira. And now he's got the back.
There it is. Now he's going to mouth.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former 2-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing...
Under 3 to go, round 2.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook.
Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Another strike gets through from the top position. Big ground and pound.
Side control now. Usman's right back to the full mount here. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take?
Oh, he's got the choke.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. Got an angle here. You trying to change the position? These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
15 seconds remain in the round. Pereira's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. 10 minutes in the books.
Stop!
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Beautiful kick lands.
All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because
picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Well, the calf kick has effectively changed the game, and I'm not sure he wants to take too many more of those.
Well, you might consider switching stances or something to try to eliminate that attack from coming in his direction.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Kamaru Usman.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not putting back. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Alex Pereira gets caught by the inside leg kick.
Right where he wants to be, in the clinch.
Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Pineda's elbow is blocked. Usman's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finish in that.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it works.
Back and forth we go. All right, so a high amplitude double leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hips, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job. He passes to half guard.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Oh.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big hit. Huge elbow there. And how much more can he take? All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Nicely done. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nice punch by Usman. Oh, that left hand is on point. Level change there, goes for the takedown. High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop him. He's tremendous at passing the guard. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's...
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Lands a big elbow there.
That was a nice takedown, yes.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
Back and forth we go. This might be it, though.
This cannot happen much longer.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Well, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys.
All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Good work from the top here by Usman. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Oh, now he's attacking arm triangle.
look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Pereira's eyes starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman.
Gotta be very careful there.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head.
Well, he's got his back now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Hey, stop.
All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
Deep breath. Listen, he's getting too close to these submission attempts. Ele tá quase te finalizando, okay? Então toma cuidado. I want this off.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Pereira's face is a hot mess, man. That cut on his cheek is getting worse by the minute and worse with every strike landed by his opponent. Usman going for the leg kick. He does not connect.
Oh, nice takedown.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Kamaru Usman.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Usman's able to transition back to side control now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Nice positional control here. Oh, big elbow. Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute. Oh, heavy shots raining down. Huge connection there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Just gotta be careful here.
Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's been beat up, and now this cut has become a real issue.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. All right, both fighters now continuing to try to get a more dominant position.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drop.
All right, so the ref has called a break to the action, and it likely means, yes, he will call in the doctor to look at that cut, which is just leaking all over the octagon right now.
A lot of blood, John, but this is a fight. I mean, guys bleed, girls bleed. It happens in a fight. These guys should be able to continue.
All right, so the doctor talking to the referee, and it looks as though the fight's going to continue. He's got to go for it now, though. That cut's not going to get any better.
It is not going to get any better. Now he's got to take some chances. He's got to go out on his shield, and he's going to go out. Because if he gets to the next round, I'm not certain he'll get to go out again.
Pereira's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better. All right, well, time is the enemy now, DC. And how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Back to the overhand. Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth. Oh! Kamaru Usman!
Holy smokes!
Bruce Buffer has your decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3